Hey friends, let's get started on our famous American portrait. Okay, first thing, your paper I've already pre-drawn a head shape and a plus, a vertical line and a horizontal line. Eventually you will be erasing this plus, but this is a guide for us to help us know where to put some of the features. So, and I'll talk to you more about that in just a second. But the first thing I need for you to do is to turn your paper to the back and write your name in the middle of the paper. Okay, flip it back over. You guys are going to use a pencil and an eraser to do your drawing. I'm going to use a Sharpie so that it shows up on the video better, but you're using a pencil. Okay, so first off, your head shape should be bigger at the top and narrower at the bottom. Make sure that you don't have your paper turned the wrong way. So it's kind of an egg shape, but the wider part's at the top and the narrow part is at the bottom, like this will be the chin. Okay, so first thing I need for you to do is to take your pencil, and we're going to draw a neck and shoulders first. Please do not draw your neck super skinny. For this size head, if you'll look at my fingers, you will want to draw lines about where my fingers are right here so that your neck is not too narrow. So you're going to draw your neck, don't go to the bottom of your paper, and you're going to come down and kind of stop right there. And then I would like for you to bring the shoulder lines out to the edge of your paper. Don't draw a collar or anything right now, because you're going to have to look at how your person is dressed and see what kind of collar you need to add on that. So we'll talk about that later. Okay. So, like I said before, these lines, the vertical line down the center and the horizontal line, are guidelines for us to know where to draw the eyes, the nose, and eventually the mouth. So what I need for you to do is, let me see. Okay, everybody look at my fingers. So if this is the bottom half of your face, okay, so from this horizontal line down to the chin, this is the bottom half. Find halfway down and put your finger on there. Okay, so we're working in the bottom space, not the top space, but the bottom space. Find halfway down this vertical line in that bottom space and put your finger. Okay, will you please draw a line, just a little one, right there? That is going to help us figure out where the bottom of the nose goes. Okay, so you made a little line in this bottom space halfway down that vertical line. You made yourself a little guideline. Okay, so you have a facial features sheet to help you. Please do not draw on this sheet. This is just to help you look at the shapes of things. So the first thing that we're going to start with are the eyes, and we're going to do a little measuring with our fingers. Okay, so my fingers are obviously much bigger than yours. I'm going to use 2 fingers, but I want you guys to use 3 fingers, okay? And you're going to put your 3 fingers right in the middle of this horizontal line, okay? So your middle finger should really be lining up with the tall line, the vertical line, okay? Again, I'm using 2 fingers, but you use 3 fingers and you're putting them right in the middle, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to make a little mark on this line right here, right beside this finger, and then you're going to go to this side and make a little mark on the line over there. But remember, I'm using 2 fingers, so I'm going to do mine here and here, but remember, you're using 3 fingers, and then you're making a mark on the side of your finger over here and the side of your finger over here with your pencil. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is draw your eyes on this line right here. Remember how I said we're going to go back and erase in a little bit. So your eye lines, if you look at them, you can look at the sheet, it's a curve for the top part of the eye, and then the bottom part of the eye is a curve also, but it's not as big of a curve, okay? It's just a slight curve. And there are all these different eye expressions on the sheet up here in the top left corner, so you can see, and you can look at the picture of the portrait of your person and see kind of what their eyebrows look like. Do they look very stern and their eyebrows are pointing down? You know, do they just have like a neutral expression? Are their eyes wide open and their eyebrows look like this? So maybe look at your photo and find which eye style fits best. And so what you're going to do is from the dot that you did, you're going to draw a curve over. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, but in reverse. A curve over. Okay. And then the bottom part of the eye. So a lot of people say this looks like a football shape or an almond shape. And then inside the eye, it's kind of like a donut. You have the iris, which is the color part. That's the big ring. And you have the pupil, which is the black colored in dot in the middle. So you are going to draw a bigger circle and a smaller circle, and the smaller circle is the pupil, which will be filled in black. Now, if you look at these eyes on the left side, there's also a line above the eyes. That's like the eyelid. When you open your eye, your eyelid kind of creases. So if you want to add a line above, it's like the eyelid creasing. And then add eyebrows. So the eyebrows, I'm going to do a shape. Some people do like lines for eyebrows. Let me grab a piece of free draw paper and show you real quick. So some people like to do eyebrows like little lines like this. So it's however you want to do it. If you want to do it like a shape, or if you want to do like lines, that is up to you. But I'm going to do a shape, okay? So you draw your eyes, the crease above, and eyebrows. And then some people also add a little line underneath as well, okay? So go ahead and take a moment and work on your eyes. And also eyelashes. If you want to add eyelashes, you're welcome to add that as well. Okay, but remember, look at the photo of your person and see what they look like. Do you see eyelashes? Do you see, you know, heavy dark eyebrows? So kind of draw what your person looks like. And if you want to, you can go ahead with your pencil and you can fill in the pupil. Remember, that's the smaller dot in the center of the eye. Okay, look up at the video really quickly, even if you're not done with your eyes. And let me talk to you about the nose for just a second. Okay, on this sheet, there are all different kinds of noses, okay? So whatever style nose your person has, but I just want to tell you, the line that you drew is the bottom of the nose. So right where we drew that little dash halfway down, that should be the bottom of the nose. So please do not put the bottom of the nose way up here or way down here. The little line that we did is the bottom of the nose. So whatever style nose you are drawing is fine. Just draw the bottom of the nose at that line, okay? And then if you want to do a nose that has lines that go up, and again, look at the photograph of your person and see what kind of nose they have. Is their nose wide? Is it skinny? Is it very curvy? So you decide. You can find a picture on here that kind of looks like the nose of your person and draw it, but remember that the bottom of the nose should be at that line that we drew. and then the mouth goes in this area down here. Now I know that some of you have men that have like mustaches and stuff, so if you look at their photo, you have to see, can you see the top lip? And if you can't see the top lip, then you're not going to draw it. Like you would just draw the bottom lip and then draw the mustache. And I'll demonstrate that. So if you have a person that has a mustache, if you'll look up here real quick, I will demonstrate how to do that. So I looked at some photos the other day, and it was just basically a curve for the bottom lip. And then where the top lip would be is like the bottom of the mustache. And then the mustache curved and came down, and like this was the mustache right here, and then like the bottom of the nose would have been like right there, so that you only see the bottom lip and then you see the mustache above it. You don't see a bottom lip and a top lip, you just see a bottom lip and a mustache. So you have to look and see how your person, like what their lips look like. And again, there are all different style lips right here to help you draw from. So most of your people, I would assume, have a top lip line and then a bottom lip line, and then it shows a line in the center where the lips are separated. So the bottom of the top lip, and then add whatever else detail you need. So if you needed, and there are some on here that have teeth, so if your person was showing their teeth, you could draw that too. So go ahead, you've got eyes. Remember, your nose was at the bottom of the nose was at that line, and then do the mouth. Okay, pause again, and let me show you something about ears real quick. If you come out from the corner of the eye and that line that cut through that's horizontal is extending out, this is where the top of the ears go. So if you follow the corner of the eye over, and it's that line right there, that's the top of the ear. So if you're a person, if you can see ears, go ahead and draw ears on your person. If you can only see half ears because it's covered like by hair or something, go ahead and draw the whole ear anyway. And then when you draw the hair over the ear, you can erase the top part of the ear. But go ahead and do the whole ear. If you look at the photo of your person and you can see their ears, go ahead and draw them right now. And then that way, when we do hair in a minute, you can go back, and if you need to erase the top because the top's covered by hair, you can do that. Okay, so let's talk about hair for a minute. You need to look at the hair where it is like on the forehead. Okay, so like how high up on the forehead does it go? Does the person have a part in their hair? Are they kind of bald? I mean, do they have longer hair on the sides? Are they wearing some kind of wrap or something on their head? So those things are going to help you figure out how to do this. So like if your person had a part, like let's say the part's in the center, so in the part looks like a line basically, and then the hair comes over and the hair comes over, and then it comes down, and you have to see how far does it come down. Does it end by the neck? Does it end like going down the back? Is it curly? Is it straight? So all of those things are going to help you figure out how to do the hair. So if you need to draw a wavy line for curly hair, if you need to draw straighter lines, does the person have a cowlick? Is it sticking up? So you have to look at those things and draw your hair accordingly. So let's say that I was doing a girl and she had kind of curly-ish hair and it stopped kind of by her neck. So I would draw a line like that and come down. Now you may be going, but we can see the top of the head right here, and that is true. So if you need to erase the top part of the head because you have hair drawn in now, then you can erase the top part of the head. So like I needed my hair to come above the top part of my head, so I would need to go back, but I can't because I did with Sharpie. This part right here, from here all the way over to here, I would erase that line because now I have hair that is covering that top line of the head. So you have to figure out where the hair goes, what kind of hair it is, what kind of line do you need to draw, and draw that. So pay attention to that and get that drawn in as well. So look at where the hair comes on the forehead. How does it come across? Is it straight? Does it come across wavy? What does it do? And then what does it look like around the top of the head? And you draw those lines. So I know that some of your people have like fancy clothes on. So you need to look at when you draw the clothing, do they have a collar that is rounded around their neck? Is it pointed like a V-neck? So when you get ready to look at their clothing, look at what style collar they have on, and you just draw whatever it looks like for your person. And I'm just guessing, and I just drew something. And if they have a necklace on, you can draw that. And if they have a scarf on, you can draw that. So look at all those details and draw that how you need to draw that. And again, as I was saying about the hair, if you need to come back and erase, you can do that. And that's why you guys are drawing with a pencil, so that you can come back and fix things and erase things as needed. When you're done drawing everything, you are going to erase this plus sign that helped us know where to draw things. So you will go back and you erase that line as soon as you are done with your drawing. Okay, so keep going and do as much as you can, and if you need help, I am walking around the room and I can show you a few things, but I would like for you to try this all on your own and see if you can look at it and figure out how it needs to be drawn first.